Hello guys, and welcome to the video. Today in this tutorial, I'll be showing how you can make a wordle clone in 30 minutes with Core. This is going to be a pretty simple tutorial. It's not going to go super in depth. So let's get started. Start off, create a new empty project. Let's call this wordle. Next, we want to create a script. It's going to be API. It's going to have the majority of the functions that actually, basically, I guess you could say, handle everything. So the API is table, then we'll do churn API. Then we can do API dot letter result codes. This basically allows us to have the enum. Let's place this one and long equals 0. So what this does is this is the enum, so you can see it's easier to see if the letter's incorrect or correct, whatever, without having to use like numbers, which might be a bit hard to see. Now let's make the generate word function. But this is probably not the best way of making a word list, but I'm just gonna make it like this to start off. In later, you can always highlight the data there or something and import the CSV. As if you want lots of words, doing it through the was not the best way, but the other method would probably take quite a bit of time. That's something you can do on your own. And so now we're selecting my word, and then we can insert it. And that's after we're done. And then function API dot check word. We just let's put this word and type it in. I'm gonna move in my zoom in here so you can see better as well. Local ret is so ret is shorthand for return equals 1 into a number. Best word. This should allow it so that you can have words that you can set up so you can have more than like 5 words, or you can have 4 words, whatever. But it assumes that all the words are the same length. So it's word so that's gonna be the character at that index. And then if dot sub word I. So if the target word has the same character, then you can just do table dot insert ret API dot letter zode dot correct. So we know that this character is gonna be correct. Otherwise, we would have to run through all the other characters and see if they match. So that's pretty simple. We can just look bound equals false, and for j equals 1, number of target word do if string dot sub of target word j equals the character, then we have found it, and we can break this loop. Table dot insert array found. So if found, then we insert zone dot misplaced. Otherwise, we put in API dot letter zone dot wrong. And that's the main bulk of the code done. Pretty simple. Now we can create a new script. in a handler. So we can open this up. And we can do, actually, let's go to here. We can add the API as a custom property. So we can do local API was required. So the custom property API. Now we also need the UI, so let's just create context. Let's drag a game handler into here. Let's add in a UI container. And a UI panel. Let's put like a center. And we can make it bigger. Dash bigger, I think. Next, let's create a square template, whatever it's called. So we will do that, and we can add a G that and set this to have here parent width and parent height. So that's the same size as parent. And then we can also add a text right over here as well. Same thing, we can do parent width and parent height. Let's make a text black, I guess. You can change this. Let's do this a as default 40, 50. Turn center and center, yeah, but I think that looks decent. Change font on that as well if you want, but I'm gonna leave that out. So we just add in text custom property to that and the background custom property in PG. Okay, now we create a new template from this and call this wordle letter square. Next, we can add in scripts, game handler, add a custom property, as reference. Let's call it square complete. I'm just adding it in here so that way, if we move the script around to re-add it, it's gonna stay like this. So still have this properties that having to re-add them, which can be useful sometimes. And then I guess we can add the UI panel here. This should be display panel. Okay, so now what we can do is display panel. Go to script, custom property, display panel, wait for object, then wait panel, replay, and script, custom property, selection page. Since it's a template, we don't have to wait for object. And let's do the wordle. This table function. So I'm using over there. I'll start going to do this because I think that's easier to modify and expand in the future. Just in the same player as well, but you can fix it later while they update players. One is new. You text generate. So this waits for players to join the game in case you don't join them instantly. And then we can do chat, see message hook, connect function. So we don't need the first parameter. It needs taken pronouns. Then we can do add in here. That'll be self yes pronouns, right? Okay, so now let's have a round to the round. Let's add in the round function now. We start a round wordle function wordle round. Then we can just do self reset. Pretty simple. Next, let's actually call the reset function. Can't type it all right now, anyways. So we get the new target word. Set the guess to empty string, and I guess counter 0. And we can just throw the previous wordle squares are there. Children to child destroy. You can probably do some clever stuff for this, make it like destroyable by row or something, but I'm gonna leave that out. That's either something that isn't super necessary. Let's do function wordle. Yes, params. So early. Yes, params message. Just get see message. I mean, your message. Subtop this. Yeah, so it's it's one. So I'm you notice I'm using the chat API for this, but it would be pretty easy to say make it use like keyboard or something. But to this video short, I'm using the chat API. I would not have to do any unnecessary stuff. So guess and so weird. So now we see what the guessing for is, and local was correct. Was true. We would change this to false later on if it's not correct. So for I be errors, this info here. So I and then with value 0. So if v, so if the value of the this is not equal to API dot letter result dot correct, then it's correct. It's false. Next, we can just do pretty basic things. We do equal color equals dot new v equals explain yeah dot letter result dot correct. Then we do color equals color dot new. So this will be RGB. So we want it to be green, so we do 0, 1, 0. So have a green color. Else, I think, yeah, else v equals API dot letter result dot misplaced. Then new equals to generated dot new. Let's make it yellow to 1, 1, 0. So red plus green equals yellow. Let's say if we use API dot letter result dot wall, then error equals under 0, 1, 0, 0. We'll create square is equal to then dot spawn asset display square. We know square rotate square yeah. Square dot parent is display panel is square dot x equals I minus 1 times 1/5 square dot y equals subtractless half minus 1 0, 5. So for each guess, it's going to create a new row, and for each F, it's creating a column basically row. So I starts at 1, so it's I, so it's going to start at 0, I comes 1, it's going to be 1, 5, I comes 2, it's going to be 2, 10, etc. I guess counts pretty simple as well, just starts at 1 and then goes up. And we set it to 0, but just count goes up to 1 before this part gets run. So now we're going to increase prompt in the background. And for object, there you can do set color to color. We're almost done now. Here, yeah, it's done copy. Text. And object text goes to dot sub dot yes I. Just set the text to current this is there. If it was correct, we can just do self.round again. We need that out so you can see the here. This you have to do yourself to get a good thing there if you want to have like estimates and all that, but that's basically now we just do wordle run. Pretty simple. We go into here now. Let's do wait, start with that one. Oh, we have one error. 37. Guess info in pairs. It's a very bad shift word. Oh yeah, we don't return red here. So go back to the API and return red. Now we should copy red now. Let's do read. Oh, okay, so first by those. Let's say read, and then so we got everything wrong there. Let's do flower. So we see we have all U somewhere. Where's the words in regular series? It's a super percentage. That's not a super. Audio. That's probably it. Yeah. For whatever reason, there was the extra thing there, but it's fine. Anyways, that's over, and that was 18 minutes. That's 12 less minutes than they're supposed to be. Epic. If this video is enjoying or help you out or you made a order with it, please consider dropping a like and subscribing. Helps out. Thank you and have a great day.